Buongiorno! We just finished this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind.
Now, normally we're the type to read the manga first, but this time around we wanted that golden experience.
So, subscribe and tune in every week for our reactions. This week it was episode 10, Hitman Team.
Ooh, and we got a lot more than we were expecting.
I was not expecting any of this.
We thought we were going to get Narancia's backstory, but no!
We got the villain, which is interesting because even if it was the backstory, it was still a little bit more information for the boss. Like, we still have no idea who this guy
which connected
is.
it, I guess, like, more back to Giorno, where it's like, alright, we're still, like, on plot.
Yeah, no, and that is so nice that every moment that he can, he's like, no, let's talk about the real reason, let's build this, like, accurately, because this is, like, an action movie pacing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is definitely, especially with the 2 days before thing, they're definitely talking about, like, the pacing being... what the events that are actually happening in the plot are going to be happening in the same couple of days or something like a week.
Yeah, for sure.
So then anytime they need more time, they're just going to do flashbacks and stuff like this.
True, yeah, like he's very much like, it's a new character, I'll just fly, like, which is, I guess this is one of the bigger series where he's done a lot of flashbacks in. It's not like a typical thing he does.
Yeah, well, he's got a big team to go through, and what's funny is the Hitman Squad, we were introduced to some really kooky characters. But the best part is, we immediately started to digest them because of their similarity to the Jojo group.
Yeah, they were just like a knockoff of like the Bucciarati squad.
Oh my god, like Hibachi.
The leader was a Hibachi clone, just literally like, you know, they colored his hair differently, but you could see the
eyes
shape.
Were different,
The shape was right there, but then it's because he was that kind of character, we immediately, oh, so he's kind of serious.
Yeah, true,
and then we connected the angry one to Narancia a lot, because he was the outbursty one. And then, you know, we have the outlier, of course, which is the green-headed. I can't wait to see his stand.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pineapple Man.
Mr. Pineapple Boy.
Mr. No Neck.
I'm so glad Patrick Star is in JoJo.
Well, he's also, like, they called him, like, Pesci, which is so funny. Like,
no, it's good to see that he's expanding his body type.
Yeah.
Do you think he looks like a clown, Wyatt? Do you?
Clown?
Yes. No chin. That's why.
He's pretty fat. But yeah, specifically, we got a lot more of the stand battle.
It was very Pet Shop. I love the airplane just popping up in all the different places, like, gotcha!
Yeah.
Which makes me think, could Pet Shop smell like CO2?
Oh, no, Pet Shop was just Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Pet Shop was just incredibly skilled as a hawk.
Yeah.
But I do like immediately, like, as we start the episode, like, Narancia is continually, like, shrinking. He's like, what's going on? Like, his shoes, he's like, this isn't my shoe. This isn't my knife. Like, walking around with giant items.
They do a very good job of, like, yeah, he's really dumb, and then giving him the moments of, like, that's a fat old rat right there.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to see his thought process, because it's not, I don't think listening to Narancia's like, thoughts are going to be very exciting. So, hearing the enemy's sort of interpretation of what's going on, it's a nice mirror characterization.
Yeah, I love having him do his, like, soliloquies, like, in the pocket. Like,
yes, it was pretty good.
It's very, like, in the windowsill, like, dainty bride, like, kind of thing.
I kind of feel like Narancia's a bit like Okuyasu. Like, he's not bright, but then he will eventually get it, especially when it comes to fights like this.
He's gonna brute force his way. I mean, he's got a gun. And I loved the little, like, sonar thing they gave him, you know.
Just checking the radar.
Accessories is what I want more stands to have. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. It feels a lot like,
Kira's.
Kira's,
yeah.
It's got a lot of potential, and I feel like he's just gonna make a lot of stands like that now, where it's like, no, they're multi-layered, there's parts of them, and again, like, so much about this episode ties everything back. I mean, they didn't show the graphic for very long, but you saw, like, the boss and, like, that composition of where he stands.
The person who killed the pair, like, we saw his silhouette.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, and then, again, still in the rat chase, which is a great thing to say.
I love the way that Araki portrays sewers.
Yeah.
The rats and the spiders.
So many, like, shots that are like, that's horrifying.
He's like, well, I don't have to do backgrounds, I can just do, like, little corners and stuff. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Why draw a, like, sewer when I could draw, like, a colony of rats staring with the most horrifying, like, ravenous expression?
But yet the guy, the tiny feet guy was just not afraid of that. He's like,
he's Rat King by the end of the episode.
Yeah, just riding the big rat.
Yeah, but, like, he's doing that, and he gets a hit on Narancia, and Narancia gets that shoulder blood slash. Again, just another check. Oh, right, because the stands affect the user. It's, you know, obvious 101 stand stuff, but he never misses an opportunity to come back and just always remind you and solidify his meta. But, yeah, I think what we really need to talk about is the modern art in here, and by that I mean the 36 spread.
Oh my
God. Well, that's the thing, right? So we got that scene of the hitman and him putting the car inside and it blowing up, and then having that extra beat of horror of it crushing like the girlfriend,
lady. Oh my god,
which is like horrifying. But he had to up that. He had to basically, okay, now what would scare these people?
Yeah. Exactly. No, and honestly, I was feeling a little intimidated by these characters. You know, the Hitman Squad. But once we saw their goofy designs a little bit, I was like, oh, right, they're JoJo characters. You know, a little bit of it takes off. But this was some Kira stuff.
This is definitely just like this is just over the top, like what we usually see before. This is completely graphic. This is a whole new turn.
Because like Kira was a blight on Maria, right? Like he was so terrifying because like nobody in this town is like this. But like now we're in a setting where it's like they're all gangsters. Like they have to be really mean to each other. And
Theo's got nothing on this.
Like
I mean, that slice torture was pretty hardcore. I mean, so we're guessing that this stands like he had funky hair, so he's not. I don't think that was the boss. It was probably one of the bosses, hitman or something.
Yeah.
But
when he just chopped the guy up, like he just fucking.
So can he freeze people? But like that's the thing. Everything was so perfectly preserved. I don't know if that relates to his stand. You know, honestly, it's probably just Areki fucking with us.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care. He's like, oh no, it stands completely
he just
different.
chopped the fucker up.
Yeah, sliced and diced. Because it took long enough for him to choke on it, so it's not like he didn't. I thought maybe it was super speed slice. Man. Anyway, we get more of the next episode.
Yeah, this is like I thought part 1, part 2, part 3.
I think we're gonna finally get Narancia's backstory probably in the next one.
Yeah.
And then what was that weird thing in the background of the ending?
Has that been there all the time?
No.
This episode?
That's new. So which is good because if you guys haven't checked out, we're doing an opening series. We just did Phantom Blood's video. Go check that out if you haven't. But we're really excited to get kind of more out of the Golden Wind opening and endings than we've gotten so far.
Oh yeah, if any series is gonna have like hidden gold, it's gonna be JoJo and
Golden Wind.
Honestly, when I saw their body positions at the end there, I mean, this is a little like crack theory, but I thought they were spelling letters because
maybe they're Japanese hiragana.
I don't know. No, it'd be English. Okay, guys. Well, yeah. We'll see you next time.